Well, thank you for joining in. Thank you for signing in. Last year was a bit, well, my first time doing this kind of thing. This year, got a little bit more experience, and so I'm looking forward to it. So, let me tell you about Curaçao. Let me jump right in. Curaçao, we're not just a drink, contrary to what people think. We're an awesome little island for diving. Now, a lot of people know um, Bonaire. Bonaire. We call it Bonware because it's like, where is this tiny little island? But we're much better. We're a bigger island, which means we've got more reef, means we've got an amazing array of beautiful dive sites to visit. So as you can see in the picture, I mean, this is basically what we see. This is my office that you're looking at, and these are my colleagues that have joined in on the photo there. I'm going to ask you two quick questions, okay? And I know I can't hear you, but just shout at the screen or something. Have you been to Curacao before? Okay, first of all, I'm asking that because, especially in the past year, 2 years, we have noticed on the island that we're really getting out there. We're starting to, become found. We've been a hidden secret for many years, and yeah, that's changing very fast. So when I used to ask that, no one had heard of us, but now a lot of people. Brian, you need to come. Todd, nice one. Michelle, I like this already. But yeah, so you guys have to come to Curacao. Curacao is famous because we're outside the hurricane belt, which means that we get pretty busy at this time of year. In fact, this is my favorite time of the year, purely because when you go on a website for the tourist board of whatever destination you're going to, they'll show these idyllic photos. And at this time of the year, because it's hurricane season, bizarrely, you'd think it would be a little rougher. But down where we are, all those little hurricanes up north, they suck the wind out of our area. So we get those idyllic flat, calm seas. Our water temperatures are a balmy 84, uh, sometimes 85 degrees. So basically, if if I could go naked and not get arrested, I would do. All right. So it's beautiful and warm, and it's clear because there's more or less there's no wind movement. It does mean it's hot topside, but obviously you're not there to do anything topside. You're there to go diving. Okay. So for those of you who don't know Curacao, that's always a bonus. Also, question, have you been shore diving before? Shore diving typically, unless you've been to Bonaire, has gotten pretty bad rap because everyone thinks of like California where you're being hit by waves and stuff. But like we've just discussed, as you can see, you've been twice with no shore diving, John? What's up with that? Oh my goodness. Great. Well, I've got to say, sorry, I've got to jump in there and say, with shore diving, you see some of the best stuff. Now, some of the most amazing stuff I've ever seen has been just before I've stood up, right next to the beach. So you're talking in 4 or 5 feet of water. It is amazing. Shore diving with bass. Bass who? Donna? Bass who? And Ray, wish I had, but always seems a cattle boat. Not with shore diving. We do small groups. Well, my company does small groups. So we do small, we do large. I mean, we can accommodate anything. So shore diving is super simple. If you've been to Bonaire, just imagine you're at Salt Pier, you're trying to walk into the water. It's undulating substrate, so you can turn your ankles or whatever. With us in Curaçao, as you can see in the background there, this is Kokomo Beach. It's a nice beach. It's a sandy entrance, so it's much easier to get in and out of the water. And what's also a benefit for us and for divers who don't want to use my services in as much as they don't want guided dives or things like that. It's you can go to a lot of beaches, and as you can see in the background, they provide services such as they've got restaurants and restrooms and showers and stuff. So a little more upmarket, I want to say, than Bonaire can be. So that's another bonus for Curacao. Okay. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to move on to this, and we're going to listen to some nice music, some 70s porn music that goes along with this nice video we put together. Okay, so just to give you a taste, just to make you jealous, are you ready? Boom. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. Yeah, it does, Brian. Oh. Nice. Okay, so I hope you like that little video, especially with the music, which is very appropriate for this time of year because it's September. Yeah. And you know what that means? It means that we're in coral spawning season. Okay. So if you guys want to come down and watch something that you only really see on National Geographic, then we're famous alongside our sister island, Bonaire. A lot of people come down, a lot of scientists as well come down just to experience the coral spawning that we have down here. So, you know, there's a little sex on the reef and bow, bow, bow. Nice. So, yeah, another bonus we have down here. So, as you can see from this slide, Curacao is the largest of the ABC islands. And so, with the three islands, just to give you a bit of a background, we've got how much time am I going through? We've got a population of 150,000. All right, more or less. So we're the largest island, and so we're like a reasonable sized town, whereas Aruba has 80 to 90,000, so it's getting a little smaller, and Bonaire has about 25,000. So you know, regardless of whether you choose you know, different islands, they've all got something a little different to offer. Now, because we're the largest island, we have probably a lot more to do topside, which means that if you have non-diving members of your family, it's very nice because they can come shore, well, not shore diving with you, but they can come on the trip, spend the day with you or the morning with you, and then they can go and visit, I don't know, multiple casinos that we have here if they're, you know, blackjack players or whatever. But we've got shopping and beaches and so on. All right. So that's another benefit of Curacao. Let's move on to the next one. Best time to travel. I think I told you already, this is my favorite time just because it's flat, calm seas, the water's at its warmest, I want to say. Uh, and yeah, it's a delight to walk into the water. I know a lot of you get cold during the winter season, let's say, because let's face it, it is winter, so we do get a little bit colder, and so you need those thicker wetsuits. At this time of year, like I said, I'm happy to go into the water in board shorts and a rash guard. Okay, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm the biggest wuss when it comes to water temperature. Okay, so as you can see, there's three main seasons, and it's up to you which one you choose, because we have year-round diving. Boop. Okay, so what do we offer? We offer, again, let me just equate it to the same as Bonaire. We offer pretty much what Bonaire offers. Maybe not everything, because someone's going to call me out on something. I know that. But we do guided dives if you want to come out with us, and we can spot the seahorses and the nudibranchs and the frogfish for you. You know, the hard to see stuff. If you're a little less confident with your diving skills, but then you know you coloraderos, you've got so much experience with your diving. So we do a lot of indie diving or drive and dive packages. So you can contact us, rent a truck, and basically do the Bonaire thing. Just load up the truck and we'll give you advice on where to go, what's there, and so on. So you've got your independence on that. And that's obviously a little bit cheaper, a little more economical. We also do dive courses, paddleboarding. Yeah, there's paddleboarding. There's a company that does paddleboarding. And on the subject of paddle, we have paddle courses, paddle courts opening up everywhere. So I know that's a big thing. I think you guys call it paddle something, or pickleball, or yeah, there's lots of variations. So yes, we have paddleboarding and we have paddle hitting things. We also do dive courses. So yeah, if you want to enhance, you know, we're part of the reef renewal project and so on. If you want to learn about that, we're big into cleaning up the reef and so on. So we do a lot of dive against debris courses and so on. If you want to tag something onto your visit, then that's achievable. And also there's a lot to do topside, a lot of restaurants, you know, food truck scene has exploded over the past years and so on. So there's heaps to do. There's you can ride an ostrich if you want. Not that I've done it, but there's an ostrich farm here. You can do, yeah, historic synagogue. Oh, closes for Good Friday. Noted. Mental note. What else? There's ATV tours. There's there's so much stuff that you can do here. You can do hikes up to the Tafelberg Mountain to see the sunsets and so on. It's impossible to do everything that I would like to do in with 1 week's visit, basically. So yeah, we've got a lot to do topside. Okay, let's move on to the next one. What's the time? Am I? Oh yeah, no, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Okay, I'm going to show you a few little pictures here. So these are from the these are from the sites we regularly go to. Top left is Directors Bay. Directors Bay has the longest swim out to the reef. It's all of 2, maybe 3 seconds, which equates to like 2 kicks. And then you can descend onto a beautiful wall. It's one of the only sites that we can access from shore, which has a sheer wall in most of it, probably about 50 to 70%. Beautiful walls, lots of corals, lots of marine life, which we're famous for as well. Let's see what else we've got. Porta Marie down on the left-hand side. We call it Piggy Beach, and we put a picture in there of Willie, who likes to just hang out. He's not a diver, but you know, which is a shame. But he just, you know, he looks happy. It's a pig's life down here. And then on the right-hand side, that one's Porta Marie as well. Bottom right. Middle one is Curaçao. Curaçao is a very pretty beach. It's been voted one of the top 10 beaches in the Caribbean by several magazines. And I was told a couple of years ago, I took a couple of millennials there and they went, "Oh, it's Instagrammable." And so that for me is a positive thing, I think. That was something to take away from that. So beautiful sights. Let's move on to the next one. What have I got here? What you can see. All right. For some reason, every year is a little bit different. And this year we've been seeing a lot of bait balls. Oh, that's me as well. Yeah, you might not see me underwater, but you'll see bait balls. You'll see, let me go back. Yeah. And we've been seeing a lot of seahorses as well. which is great. Everyone loves a turtle as well. We got 3 sites that we can. I never guarantee anything because fish move around. But yeah, you're almost guaranteed to see turtles as well. One thing you need to know is that we are kind of the nursery of the Caribbean, but we're not famous for the big pelagics or anything like that. So sharks and stuff, probably not going to see. All right. The largest things we'll see are turtles, groupers, maybe not the glass, but smaller groupers. Tarpon are the biggest. We'll see a lot of turtles, and so on. However, my previous job 20 years ago was in the Bahamas, where my job was easy because we'd see sharks everywhere. But coming down here really hones your skill. To spot the hard to see stuff. So the very first time I spotted my own seahorse without being told about it, it's like boom, mind blown. So yeah, down here, just the perfect way to be. Relax, go as slow as you can. Don't go deep, stay shallow. Love it. Yeah, it's a real paradise down here for that kind of stuff. And not just that, it's just easy diving, for sure. Okay. So that's that. And I think, oh yeah, that's the end of the presentation. We're into the Q&A, because uh, I've got time to answer a lot of questions if you've never been down here or you've never met me. And I hope we're at 200 people or more because boom, we want to break records down here.
Thank you, Mark. That looks amazing. I think you answered most of the questions in the chat. Oh, we have them rolling in, which is great. So, um, Laurel was talking about stand-up paddleboarding. Do you have
Yeah.
stand-up paddleboarding?
Yeah. We
Okay.
do have stand-up paddleboarding. There's a company, it's called Windsurf Curaçao. It's probably about 15 minutes drive from here. They do guided paddleboard tours. If you're that into your paddleboarding, I know you can get blow-up ones. I don't know if you can travel with them per se. But yeah, I mean, especially at this time of the year, the conditions are so calm. It's awesome conditions for paddleboarding. Also, if you book through Weaver's Travel, they'll put you into various hotels. You can just check and see if a few of the resorts have lagoons. Because of the structure of the island, they've got these rock walls that provide you with a protected lagoon. They're also inside the lagoon is also great for paddle boarding as well. Yeah.
Perfect.
Um,
Um,
anyone else?
can you
4
talk
inflatable
about,
boards. Can you track? Can you is it can you pack them on? I mean, there's a lot of problems flying with all the weight and stuff. I think a paddleboard would be quite heavy. Anyway,
yeah,
uh
yeah.
yeah, next one.
Do you guys have wreck diving?
We do. We're not famous for it. Again, coming from the Bahamas where I worked there. There was a lot of wrecks. We have some stunning wrecks though. We have the Superior Producer, which is a natural wreck. I love it. It's been down for about since the mid to late 70s. And so it's got a lot of coral growth. And it's a natural wreck, which also makes it hugely interesting. And typically, it's one of those wrecks where you descend onto it and there's tarpon. Don't quote me on this because, like I said, fish move. But for the most part, I want to say 80% of the time, you'll go down, there's tarpon just chilling out above it. Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful wreck. We've also got the famous tugboat. It's not very deep, guys, so don't think, oh, deep wreck, it's in 15 feet of water. So it makes for a good safety stop. What's cool is you look inside the holes and stuff and the portholes, and inside is a bunch of glassy-eyed sweepers and stuff. We've seen frogfish on the wreck. We've seen seahorses. So yeah, that's a cool little wreck. But we mostly go for the wall and the reef around there. So it's kind of good to cool to mix it up. There's a couple of other small wrecks. There's a wreck we can't reach, but Ocean Encounters can reach. They're buddies of ours. It's similar to tugboat as well. But yeah, there's a few wrecks down there. Oh, and sorry, I've got to say that we've got a wreck on our house reef, which is called the car pile, which is very unique because it's massive. And after 20 years of diving on it, I can still go down there and notice something I've never seen before. So that's how large and diverse it is.
That's awesome.
Mm.
Are most of your dives more shallow dives? Like, what's the average depth of most of them?
So our profiles typically on a guided dive is a maximum of 60 feet for an hour. So, and which is fairly common with guided dives, I want to say. But if you're talking, asking me personally, I honestly 20 to 30 feet for 2, 3 hours, awesome. Really, really cool. Because, the reefs here start very shallow. They need sunlight, which means that they get the penetration. It's just a beautiful garden down there, which means the fish love it. There's, it's just a feast of fish.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I know you guys don't book hotels or anything like that, but can you talk about some recommendations of hotels around, and then your policies on like picking up and dropping off for dives, or did they meet at the dive shop? What does that kind of look like?
Sure. Good question. We are tourism's really growing on Curaçao, so they're really building a lot of new hotels, established brands, and so on. We are near to Mambo Beach for anyone who knows that. So we're opposite Sunscape, which is very popular as a all-inclusive. And we've got a few more resorts in this area. And we do pickups from all of those. There's another area over the other side, on the Otrabanda side. Uh, and we pick up from the main hotel areas. But with accommodations, I mean, over the years, as everyone knows, things have changed because there's a lot of Airbnbs. We get a lot of people staying in Airbnbs or VRBOs and so on. We generally don't pick up from there, but if you're close to an area, say, for example, in town, there's that big Curacao concrete sign thing. We can arrange to meet you there. We'll try and work with you. But honestly, and I don't think anyone would expect us to pick up from all over the island. So there's various areas we'll pick up from, and that's on our website as well. If you have any doubts or questions, just drop us a line, or WhatsApp or an email, and so on. The only issue is people ask us where we would stay. And to be honest with you, all of us here, we've never stayed in any of these hotels. So we just go on recommendations of people that have stayed there. So yeah, it's really probably searching on the review websites and so on. We can give you a good idea, but again, we've never stayed in these places.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Someone wrote they were there in 2022, and it looks like there was just a lot of trash and stuff around. I'm not sure if it was in the ocean or along the,
Are you talking topside or underwater?
let's see, styrofoam along the drives. Maybe it sounds like, oh, and underwater as well. So they're just
Okay.
asking if you guys do cleanups or anything like that.
Okay. We do cleanups all the time. I mean, that's um just as an example, on our dive site, we've been diving it for 20 years. In the first couple of years, we were pulling out tires after tire, and then, there's so much fishing line down there. But I'm very proud to say that we've totally cleaned it up. There are certain dive sites that fishermen go to, which are great dive sites as well. So we do pretty regular cleanups because there's a lot of divers on this island, and we're passionate about it. We do try and pick it up. And you might be unlucky because you've gone there just prior to a cleanup or something. But also, What's really strange is there's a dive site that I love to go to, and it's tugboat, but it's under the pier and it's a commercial site. But I've seen the most amazing stuff. And if anyone's been to Asia and done muck diving, it's like the fish don't care about the trash. And I'm not suggesting that we leave the trash down there. But if you're able to look past some of it, then you can still see some amazing stuff. That being said, yeah, we love to keep the ocean clean. This month September is cleanup season around the world, and we've got huge cleanups going on, trying to clean topside and under the water, and that's all arranged.
Awesome. Yeah, I know a lot of people will carry a mesh bag with them on all of their dives and just pick up trash as they go along too. So that sounds
Yeah, yeah, and the dive masters, we all pick up stuff if we see it. Most of it's fresh, but yeah, it depends where this particular person saw the trash and so on, which dive site. I'd be interested to know as well.
right. Yeah. Someone else is asking about lionfish. They mentioned there was a lot there when they were there. Are you guys still doing like lionfish hunting? And do you guys offer like lionfish dives? I know sometimes you can get like certified to hunt lionfish while you're down
Sure.
there. What does that
As
look
asked, yeah, I got asked that last year. Um, eh, we can arrange it, but honestly, I don't want to take your money on that because for the most part, the dive sites that we go to, um, you see one or two on a dive. It's not like some of the islands in the Northern Caribbean where you get on a boat, you jump on a reef, and there's like they're covering the reef. We really don't have that problem or that issue anymore from the shore diving sites. It could be that person was diving from a boat, in which case they go to more remote places. But it's nothing like it was 10, 15 years ago when they first appeared. And they've changed their habits. I mean, we found that over the years, we used to see at a certain point, we used to see a lot more on night dives. We never used to see them during the day. They'd hide away, they'd come out at night. So we changed our habits and went hunting at night. And then after a few of those, they're suddenly gone. So they're constantly changing. But being a shore diving island, we don't have a prolific amount of lionfish down there. It's cool if you want to. I'm sure, there is a company here that we support called Lionfish Caribbean, and they'll probably tell you if there are more sites. You're probably better off talking to them than to us. We like spotting fish. And I don't know, we don't see that many lionfish on our regular dives. But that's a good question.
yeah, perfect. Do you offer rental equipment?
Yeah, we do. We do. We're actually the Scuba Pro main distributor on the island. And so our equipment is brand new Scuba Pro stuff, which we rotate frequently to make sure you guys have the best and shiniest looking equipment. And we also have, depending on sizes, we have the ability that you can try different types of BCD and so on. But yes, we have new shiny rental equipment.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Oh,
All
the
right.
other thing, sorry, with rental equipment, we do have masks with try before you buy. So if you're looking for a new mask or you break one, then typically we found that, we keep a bunch of stuff in there for people to try. We don't like selling people stuff that we think that they doesn't fit them or they might return at a later date or try and return at a later date.
Awesome. Well, that's a great perk. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, we've run out of time. Thank you for a great presentation,
No,
Mark. If you have more
no.
questions and you're in Colorado, you can visit the dive bus in person at our event on Saturday and Sunday. So make sure to come and check it out and hang out with us. The next presentation link is in the chat, and we will see you guys all in a few minutes. Thank you, guys. Bye, Mark. Thank you.
Yeah, bye Mallory, bye everyone. Thanks for tuning in to my channel. I should do this for a living. I should do podcasts or something, right?
You should.
Yeah, what do
I
you
would
think?
listen to
Hey
them.
Maggie. Sweet. I like this. Yeah. I could talk all evening, but you don't want me to. I know. All right. But you can talk to me during the show. So thanks everyone for chipping up and saying hi. I'm looking forward to seeing you all this weekend.
Awesome.